Alrighty, so I just have my Twitter promo up for Cut to the Kill here, so that way I don't have to remake it, but I'm still going to show you how I did it, so that way you can do it too. So Twitter promo on Designer, it already has the dimensions put in and stuff, but for Twitter, I wish it would focus more than that, but for Twitter you're looking at 1024 by 512 pixels for a normal Twitter post, just a picture that goes in there. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to do it this way just because it's easier. So then you can go ahead and put in your title. Oops, I'm typing with one hand, so I'm doing my best here. Okay, and then save changes. Okay, so now I need to find the font that I've used for the Man of Darkness cover, but I don't know what that's called off the top of my head. I'll find it eventually, but I'll come back to you when I do find it. Alrighty, so I do believe it's this one, so we're going to go ahead and click that. That is, and then I need to come back up here and put a space there to properly center that, and that's just because that's how it works sometimes. And then I'm going to move this down a smidge. And don't worry, I'll replace this knife too. It doesn't belong there. I'll come to it eventually. So now I'm going to leave this up here for a second so I can size this correctly, but I'm going to put the Man of Darkness book in here. And then drag it over. Yeah, that's close. And then because this is a different template, I'm going to move it up a smidge and over a smidge. There you go. Okay. I'm actually going to move that down a bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to move these up. I should be able to group them, I think. Hold on. Can you group them? I don't know if you can group them. I'm going to try and shift click this, so I'm gonna set my I have to stop recording. I need both hands, so I'll be right back and I'll let you know if I can do that or not. Alrighty, so I held down the shift button on the keyboard and pressed all of these, and you can see that they are all outlined in that little gray dotted line. And so now I should be able to move them all together. Beautiful. We're gonna bump them up to here. Actually, I kind of want it down there a little bit. Okay. And then I've already moved the Man of Darkness one to the back, so that way I could access this one again. And I'm going to delete it, and then this will pop up and just a placeholder, and then you can click that and delete that as well. So that looks pretty good. The only thing that needs to change here is that I need to put when this will be available, which is October something. Is this a calendar? I can't remember if this pops up a calendar when you click it or not. It does. So October 29th is release day. No, go away. So I'm gonna double click that. Yeah, I know. Alright, I'm going to size this down. No, I can just move it over. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to shift click this and these two again and move it over so it's centered with this, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, so now we're looking at this, and these are just normal text that you put in through here. I think they're all the same, but I'll let you look at the sizes and the numbers. That's for when it's coming or when it's available. And then this part is also just a text box. I guess that one's a different font. And that one's size 20. And then these are downloaded off of Google Images. You want one with transparent backgrounds, so that way you can just put them in here. Transparent backgrounds are a lifesaver when it comes to stuff like this. But those are all just downloaded over here. The only other thing I need to do is change the background and come up with a thing to put here. So on Designer, you can look stuff up like this. Although I think I might need, maybe it is from here, I don't know. But I'm going to search for a few images, see which one I want to drop in here, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, so I figured it out. If you use Designer, you need to click search, and then you can type anything you want up here. I apologize that it's blurry, I'm doing my best. And you want 100% royalty free, because otherwise you could get in trouble in the grand scheme of things. But I've chosen this one, we'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna come up here and click use as background, and that will autofill it. And then, oh, it even dimmed the opacity for me. Oh, because I had the one for cut to the kill dimmed. That makes sense. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna change the background behind image to black to change the way that that opacity looks, which looks great. This is an issue though. Need to do something about that. What sucks is you can't change colors on here. Like on Canva, you can mess with the colors of the images and stuff. You can't do that on Designer. You have to take it out of the app and do it somewhere else and then bring it back in, which is annoying. So I'll click the background again, and just so that way these, you can see them. I'll change the background. What if we try a gray color? There you go, you can still see that. Okay, so now I need to figure out what to put down here, and when I do that, I'll come back to you. Alrighty, so I moved this over a little bit more, and I changed the background gray to slightly darker, and changed the opacity just a little bit so the pink was more visible here, but I ended up with a death sentence on one of 3 treasured souls and the longest 72 hours of a single Reaper's unlife to save them all. Unlife is something Miles calls his unlife in hell several times throughout the book, so that's why that's there. And then these are important pieces, more or less. But that's how I did it with Cut to the Kill with a different color, so I did that here too. If you use Designer, you can only do the different colors on the desktop version, and when you do it, it will tell you that you can't, but you can. Don't listen to it. It exports fine, so I don't know why it says that you can't, but you can. You do get a warning message though, and it acts like it's not going to work, but it does. And these are still visible. This looks fine. Everything looks good. So that is all that I have to do for this one, which is great. So I'm going to save that, and then when it's done saving, which is taking a while, I'm going to download it as a PNG. But you could also put like available for pre-order or something like that, and I actually think I might do that now that I've said it out loud. So on Designer, there are several options for you to do this. You could do it through the text section here. I think you can do it through icons, maybe. Probably if you looked up like circle. I can't remember if I made mine in Designer or Canva when I do like my large font sticker. Did I select? Now search it. Okay. So I kind of need one that's a full circle. one's like, I don't know, it has rough edges or something. If you're interested, you could make supernatural flair. Which is oddly ironic for this book in particular. There's nothing here that I'm looking for. I mean, I've made circular like stickers before, but I can't remember if I did them on Designer or Canva, so when I finally find something, I'll let you guys know. Alright, so I ended up doing this, which was just a circle from here somewhere, just in the icons section. There was one circle that wasn't all jagged. This one. No. This one. And you can change the color on that. I was going to do an outline on it, but you couldn't change the color of this, and I don't want a blue circle on my thing. It looks purple for you, but it's blue on the computer. But I ended up with this. This is just a normal text thing in it, set at 30 font, and once I have the ebook formatted, I'll know what price it will be set at, because I set the pre-order price for half as much as the normal ebook is, so I can't do that until I have that on there. But this is now done, so I'm not going to download it yet. Actually, since I decided to do the sticker, I'm going to wait until the formatting is done, so that way I can add the price, and then I will download it. So for now, I'm just going to press exit, and I'm going to also do this same thing for an Instagram post, a Pinterest post, and are those the only things I use? Potentially. Oh, and an Instagram story post. So, hooray for all of that. I doubt I'll get to them tonight. It's currently 10:03 p.m., so I'm only back here for another hour. But when I do get to them, I will show them to you. They're done the same exact way. The only one that I have to make from scratch is the one from Pinterest. It's the only one that I've never done a pre-order advertisement for, so everything else will be done just like this. I already have templates for them from when I did Ashes in the Light and Cut to the Kill, but this is what we're looking at. Alrighty, it is 5:45 p.m. on day 2 of making the promo pieces. This is the one for Instagram. This would just be the normal square image that you post on Instagram. And in case you don't know, or in case the app you're using doesn't tell you, Instagram posts are 180 by 180 pixels. So, hooray. But now I'm going to move on to doing the Instagram story post, and then I need one for Pinterest, and I remembered this morning, but I need one for Facebook as well. Alrighty, here's the one for Instagram story, and that would be 1080 by 1920 pixels. I did notice when I just went back, I realized that I left this text black on the other one, and potentially this, because I don't think I changed the background to gray. I left it at white. So when I go back later after I have the ebook formatted, I will change the background to gray on the last one that I just did, the normal Instagram one, and I'll change these to white like they're supposed to be. But for now, I'm going to move on to Pinterest promo, because as far as I know, it's a different size than this. I feel like it's bigger. I make Pinterest promos all the time for my book snippets, but I have no idea what size it is, so I'll see you when I do that. Alrighty, here is the one for Pinterest, and then that is 735 pixels by 1102 pixels. The cool thing about Pinterest, obviously, is that you can link to websites, so when you have this, you can just link straight to the pre-order on Amazon just by someone clicking the picture. You don't have to have a certain amount of followers, you don't have to have a certain amount of views. You can just link to the website, which is great because you can't do that on, like, let's say, Instagram for example. So that's why I use Pinterest at the moment. It's very, very helpful for linking to things, if nothing else. Even if you don't get a ton of clicks or traffic, that's okay. even if one person clicks, maybe they'll be interested. So I'm going to move on to the Facebook one, and I think that'll be it. Alrighty, and here's the one for Facebook. Facebook is 1200 by 630 pixels, and as far as I know, all of these are now done. The only thing that I have left to do right now is to format the ebook, but I'm going to take a quick break, do some writing, and hopefully I'll still get to the ebook tonight. But regardless, I will see you guys when I get to that.